The dark comedic thriller based on a true story is now streaming on Peacock, where a realtor, a former tennis star, and a plumber start a true crime podcast under some unique conditions. We have Priscilla, Quintana, and Liana Liberato here to chat all about it. Thank you so much for your time today.
Hi, thanks for having us. Excited to be here.
Yes, good morning.
So let's talk a little bit about connecting with Kaylee Cuoco, because Priscilla, I heard that Taco Bell and hiking was the two ways that the two of you connected.
Absolutely. When I first booked the job, she's like, let's go hike. I was like, okay. And on the hike for probably a good half of it, we were just talking about our favorite Taco Bell orders and how much Taco Bell we're going to eat together. So I really got to benefit from her pregnancy cravings for sure, because she would just order enough Taco Bell to feed an army for the two of us.
That is amazing. Liana, I want to talk a little bit about Kaylee plays your older sister. You play Tori. Tell me a little bit about, because her being pregnant in real life wasn't originally written into the show. How did that kind of change the dynamic, especially, among sisters, and especially during this like crazy time that like you're getting ready to have a baby?
Yeah, honestly, when I received the script, it was before Kaylee had officially signed on. So initially the script was written for a woman a little bit older than Kaylee. And this woman had like teenage kids. And on the script I received, I was going to play a kid. And like a daughter. And then when Kaylee signed on, it shifted over to me playing her sister. And it's cool. I honestly think it added a lot of complexity and a lot more weight to the story, and this sort of hovering tension throughout the entire storyline of like, these people are trying to be parents, but they're also in this crazy survival mode as well. And so yeah, I definitely think it's sort of its own character in the story, that like tension.
When we talk about true crime, I mean, there is a convention coming up in Orlando this fall. There's podcasts that record all around the country all the time, and people come in and see them. People listen to them. People talk about it with their friends. I mean, and I've heard that the cast is just as obsessed with true crime as everybody is watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
very much so.
Liana and I definitely love our podcasts. I think that's something that we first initially bonded over. I was just saying that this morning when I woke up, it was 4 a.m. And the first thing that I did was turn on a true crime podcast. I didn't meditate or even cook breakfast before I was listening to true crime. I'm definitely very fascinated with it for sure.
What about for you, Liana?
I mean, absolutely. I think the reason why I connected so much to the script was because I related to Kaylee's character so much. I am definitely doing my chores, working out, going on runs, listening to true crime podcasts. Like the whole like heads being swapped thing is like has been a moment for me, listening to a podcast just in the middle of doing something, being like, oh, what? I can't believe that just happened. I think so many of us can relate to that moment.
Because you listen to the beginning and you're like, oh, I totally know who the killer is, or I totally know what happened. And then your mind changes about 600 times throughout the whole thing. And then you want to talk to your friends and your family and your significant other as far as like, no, I don't think so. I think this is going to happen. And that's exactly what's happening, with the show as well, too.
Mm-hmm. I think that the thing that I find interesting about the show is you end up kind of rooting for all the wrong people. And it also kind of leans and like lends to this huge fascination with true crime in America. It's like we're such consumers of it. It almost feels like it's like we're encouraging these stories. It's very strange.
It is a little strange. And just when you said as far as like going back and forth, let's talk a little bit about the character of Ruby Priscilla, because we kind of go through one of these, up and down as far as, how we feel about her in the show.
Yes, I think we all have a Ruby in our lives or know a Ruby. So in that way, she's relatable, but that's about it. But she is so much fun to play. She's the girl that everyone wants to be friends with. She's the bubbly, outgoing friend. She's the one that always hosts parties and, has the drinks flowing. Like on the surface, she's the girl that everyone wants to be friends with. But of course, as the series goes on, we find out that maybe it's not a great idea to keep her so close, because she can she can be a little bit scary.
Liana, I want to ask if your fans from the latest Scream movie have been reaching out to you on social media as far as coming onto this show, because you kind of found yourself in this like cool niche where people are like, oh my goodness, like I want to see the next project that you're doing, because people kind of have those same similar interests that are traveling from movies to TV shows.
Yeah, I honestly wish I could say it was intentional, but I just read a good script and I want to do it. But I'm so grateful. I'm honestly so happy that a show like this can tie into similar interests to the Scream fans. That makes me so happy because they're so wonderful and so loyal, and it seems like they're really enjoying the show. So that's nice to hear.
And the final thing here, we want to make sure that we are binging the show and getting through as many episodes, because just like a true crime podcast, you don't want someone to get ahead of you. You know, you want to be watching it at the same time so that you can talk about the series.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. We want people to look at it as a television event rather than just a show that you kind of turn on and turn off. I mean, even if you wanted to do that, you wouldn't be able to, because it is truly so addicting. But yes, binge it, enjoy it, watch it all at once, and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Priscilla, Liana, thank you so much for your time today, based on a true story, now streaming on Peacock.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.